Hey everyone, we're back with some more FF14. We're going to be doing some rogue quests here. And we're going to meet with Jack, the Guildmaster, who's going to give us some gear that's not good for us at all because we are well past this point. Alright, so this is the level 5 quest, really the first quest for rogues. Ooh there, Miro, I must say you're looking comfortable enough with those stabbers of yours. I reckon you're good enough for your ready for your first assignment. Ordinarily, I'd stow me wids and let you on with your work, but seeing as we only just dragged you into the shadows, there might be a couple things what you ain't familiar with yet. Let's build on what you likely do know, and that's the fact that the Admiral, God's bless her soul, has outlawed piracy in Limsa Lominsa. So, why do you think there's still so many sodden pirates in this town? I'll tell you why. It's because there's still one way for him to loot and pillage without incurring the wrath of the law. All you need to do is apply to serve the thalassocracy in a certified privateer. A captain with a privateer's license is free to terrorize the seas till the Aldgoats come home, as long as he only targets vessels what belong to the Garlean Empire. Of course, considering how bloody vast the Empire is, that's plenty of looting to go around. Crews fill their holds with Imperial plunder and sail back to where Limsa to offload the spoils. And that's where this particular case went sour. See, this one crew got their fumbles on a Magitech device, a firing mechanism to be precise, but was rooked out of their hull by some heavy-handed coves. If you recall, that don't sit well with the code. If you're bold enough to rook a pirate out of his due, then you best be prepared to get a visit from the rogues. And speaking of visiting the rogues, Underfoot, over here, lad. I want the pair of you working together on this. Have sentence on them code-defying rooks, and bite back that Magitech park. What's this last need me for? You're in charge of new recruits, ain't you? It's Miro's first assignment. You're to go along and give her the benefit of your wisdom. Since when was I in charge of new? Oh, bugger it. So I guess we're to be partners from now. The name's Paramu Haramu, but most of you fellows call me Underfoot. He might seem a touch reluctant, but Paramu's one of our best. You just do as he says, and you'll get the job done. All right, then me with the young rogue. Seeing as this is your first official outing, I want to be sure your dance steps are up to the task. With them short blades, you need to get in good and close to your mark, aye? But we ain't bleeding swads in shining armor, and the lighter kit we wear ain't much protection from a click to the game. So if you're fancy spitting, booting, blood and teeth, your best defense is simply not being there when your mark winds up to land a nasty clout. Sliding around to a flank usually does the trick, but there's some rum fun every rogue should master, the shade shift. Clear your mind and trust in your speed. And you can leave an axe-wielding brute or a spell-flinging mage chasing your shadow while you bury your stabbers in his gut. Right, now it's time to put the lesson into practice against some of those Aurelia and Laura Lanasia. Hope you was paying attention, lass, because those tentacles can pack a wallop. Enjoy! Alright, we get the joy of slaying Aurelia in Laura Lanasia. So the main reason I'm leveling Rogue right now is primarily just because it's going to be the class that we play in the next expansion. But most of the leveling I'm going to be doing for it is off stream. You guys won't see the vast majority of that, but you will see me do the quests here off stream or on stream. Like I'll do these for you. Alright, here's our quest. Alright, we're done. And back into town we go. The upper decks. Alright, there's some event going on right now. I think it's the Make 'em Rich event or something like that. Let it rain. Make it rain. You looking at inside? Done with your practice then? The sting of them tentacle buggers will soon teach you to stay on your toes, eh? Now you've got your blood rushing, I'd say it's time to get down to work. First things first, we need to track down them addled coves that rooked the Magic Gadget. Might be one of your rogues has heard something. The Thief Guild thrives on information, you see, and we've agents scattered far and wide with their glazes keen on their waddles to the ground. Let's pay us a visit to its whole one and at the Drowning Wench, ask her for a week ale, and see what that gets you. I'm not setting you up for a laugh, lass, trust me. This chick's just tossing knives. They just disappear into the ether. Okay, we need to go to the Ash Castle. That'll be the closest one to it. Alright. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. What's your pleasure, miss? A weak ale. Never in all my days. We may serve some cheap grog in the wench, but not that was watered down. If our usual is too bold for your taste, mayhap you'd like to order from the underground menu? Aye, there's quite a lot on offer for a customer with your roguish charms. Was there something in particular I could help you with? Ah, the trouble over the Magitech loot. It was not a subtle job. The gang in question is an unusual group of former pirates calling themselves the Dainty Demolishers. They seem to be enamored of court dandly mannerisms and have a preference for seizing Garlean machinery. They're also known for conspiring with goblins. Rumors say that the Demolishers visit a beastman camp in Middle Lanasia to fence their goods. And those goods generally take the form of Imperial technology. I imagine the goblins were rather pleased to take up possession of a Mark XIV, anti-aircraft cannon from firing mechanism. If you mean to steal the device back, then your trail leads to the goblin camp in Summerford. Summerford, eh? On your way, lass. Meet me across the river from the camp and we'll plan our next move. Alright, we don't got a lot of time left, so let's teleport to Summerford Farms. Make our way over there. Come along, Bobdo. Wasn't long ago that we were here doing that quest too there, dude. Get your noggin down, Miro. I've been silching the action across the way there. No sign of the demolishers, but I did see one of them gambler coves stuffing the Guardian Gadget into his backpack. I knew a Tolwyn would steer us alright. This is your chance, lass. Collect that gambler gobby and grab all that device. I've lost track of which gob it was, but I'm thinking it was the sod on the left. Just make sure you dance away from any bomb blast, twisting and dodging in the middle of a fireball. Might not save you from getting your eyebrows singed off. Alright. What? I got a bee cloud. By the way, the lines you see between the enemies means that when you pull one of them, it's going to pull those as well. That's the way, lass. There was not for me to do but sit on me daddles and watch. So, you've got the goods then? Developed in the 43rd year of the first Garlean Emperor's reign, this trigger device works with all Imperial XIV anti-aircraft cannons. Aye, this is the device, and no mistaken. Let's get it back to the guild, eh? We still owe them demolishing your bastards a million, but they'll keep on for now. Here, you should be the one to deliver the prize to Jack. It was your hand that snatched it out of the goblin's paws, after all. Captain! Captain, I say, some fiend has perpetrated violence upon our goblin colleagues once we sought to wet our throats with fine libations. This will not stand, Captain! Our finely filled salute has been pilfered from under our noses. Blast and bother, my blood boils and bubbles at the temerity of this affront. I know not the identity of these audacious buffoons, but they shall be made to pay and pay dearly. With me, my fine fellows. Huzzah! Right. Back to see Jack. Snap Jack to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Okay. So, I need to use the 8th right to teleport back down to town. So you want to teleport to the Fisherman's Guild? And then go down here. And then into the guild. You managed to gravel the fire mechanism yet, Miro? Ah, still in one piece too? You've done well for your first assignment, lass. It don't look like much, but the crew put their lives on the line to clear this here bauble. They'll be pleased to see it snatched back from the Ruffmans. We've yet to do the daily demolishes, Jack. The job ain't over. You're right, Underfoot. It ain't. You break the code, you face the consequences. Oh ho! This is not at all what I expected from the inside of a convent. And who might you be, sirs? Your ignorance is understandable. After all, our schemes are always perfect. Ah, heist impeccable. Shall I reveal our infamous name and drink in your delicious terror? We are deadly, dastardly, and dictionally devilish quail before the dately demolishers. Captain, I say, there's the louse who misappropriated our merchandise. I concur. She is the selfsame simpleton whom we traveled unnoticed to this very establishment. Surprise, surprise! Now, my dear dandies, let us not be unpleasant. We should endeavor to resolve this distastefulness without resorting to insults or other less diplomatic methods. At least not yet. You there! Yes, the clean-cheeked errand boy. Be a good fellow and fetch me your superior. One of your colleagues has committed a terrible crime against us, and we shall not be leaving until the proper restitution has been paid. Oh ho! An errand boy now, am I? Tell me, Captain, just what kind of place do you think this is, then? This place? Why, I suppose it is some manner of convent. The one-eyed doorman named it the Dutiful Sisters of Edelweiss, or some such. Ah, you've yet to realize your mistake. Your fate was sealed the moment you dragged your sorry client across the threshold. Are you threatening me, boy? I'll have my fellows cut at that impudent tongue. We've exhausted our reserves of dainty today, lads. Show these fraudulent sisters how the demolishers deal with the upstarts. You still don't understand, do you? Oh, okay. There are but three sorts of calls that the doorman will let pass. Clients, recruits, God split! I'll kill you all. Didn't your mom teach you not to interrupt a lady when she's talking? You'd have learned the third set of colors of bullocks for Brain's mock that marches himself right into the rogue's den. Rogues? But we were so careful. I'd heard tales in my pirate days, stories about the merciless wraiths who uphold the code. They weren't called rogues back then, though. The upright thieves they were. The knives in the shadows. You can't be them. You're just trying to scare me. Well, the captain of the dainty demolishers ain't so easily cowed. To hell's with your deceptions. Huzzah! Huzzah for my fellow comrades! Get fucked. Deceptions? Aye. Anyone you meet could be a rogue, Captain. Even a clean-cheeked errand boy. He's still breathing. Find some rope and string him up someplace in town. And now, the job's done. Quite an introduction you had there, eh? Welcome to Limsa Lamensa's ever-churning underbelly, where the thieves shed their skins and become rogues. I'm not much for discussing the old days, but since it come up, I might as well clear up the confusion. It was back when piracy was at its peak. The coves that protected the code were dimmer embers, the best lads and lasses to be had from among the pirate crews. They bit back the goods that was wrongly bitten, and came for the guilty over cover of the Darkmen's. Upright Thief became the title for these coves, what dealt in sanctioned stealing and milling. But it was only those as had cut all ties with the Buccaneers' life that was accepted into the ranks. Conflicted loyalties and all that. They formed their own guild and even more their own way of speaking. And what was once pirates was pirates no more. Later on, when Meravib took the Admiral's chair, the upright thieves agreed to abide by her laws. We became the Rogues Guild to mark the change, and altered our recruiting policy to accept venturers like yourself. Though the title is different, the job remains the same. Uphold the code and preserve the underground society that's what spawned us. Just if you've done this assignment, keep up the good work, Miro, and you'll go far in the shadows. Okay. So there is other quests available. We're going to do those as time permits, but unfortunately we reached the end of today's stream. So with that said, guys, thank you very much for viewing.